Here we want to find the equation of the circle for which -1, 1, and 3, -7 are the endpoints of the diameter. We remember that the equation for a circle will be in the form of x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared, where r is the radius of the circle and hk are the coordinates of the center of the circle. So we'll begin by finding the coordinates of the center of the circle, which in this case is also the midpoint of the line joining the two endpoints. So to find the center, we'll take the average of the two x coordinates of the endpoints, the average of the two y coordinates of the endpoints, in order to get the coordinates h and k. This in turn gives us that the coordinates are 2 over 2 or 1 and -6 over 2 or -3. Now that we have the center of the circle at 1, -3, we can find the radius by finding the distance from the center to the to one of the endpoints. And so we will find the distance, r will equal the distance from, let's say, C to P. And this will equal the square root of the difference of the x coordinates, so 1 minus -1 squared plus the difference of the y coordinates, -3 minus 1 squared. So the square root of 2 squared plus -4 squared, which is the square root of 4 plus 16, which is the square root of 20. Since r is equal to the square root of 20, r squared will equal the square root of 20 squared, which is 20. This means we're ready to give the equation now. It will be x minus 1 squared, since the h is 1, plus y minus -3 squared, since the k is -3, equals r squared, which is 20. Cleaning it up just a little bit, x minus 1 squared plus y plus 3 squared equals 20 is an acceptable form for the equation of the circle, since we weren't asked to expand those squares.